Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So the market cap right now hovering just below $1 trillion. This seems to be a theme right now for the crypto market. Guys, look at Bitcoin dominance. We're still hovering around 40%. However, the Bitcoin dominance has seen a new low here. So at 38% or 38, 39%, you guys can see we did actually go below this former level of support that we have seen back in mid-2021. Then bouncing again in September of 2021, again in December of 2021, and now take a look at this, guys. We have gone below this level more significantly than back in December. So we are seeing Bitcoin dominance slip a little bit. Nevertheless, it doesn't really look like the market is moving too much. Bitcoin's trading at about $19,900. We got Ethereum trading at about $1,660. Cardano and XRP were having a fun weekend. Apparently, XRP did flip Cardano for a period of time, but now it's back. Cardano in number 7 at 50 cents and XRP in number 8 at 33.6. So the ups and downs in the crypto market aren't looking too dramatic. And I mean, we're going to keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance and see what happens with that. Just bringing up the Bitcoin chart here. Bitcoin, again, as I'd mentioned, just trading under $20,000. So we're not seeing a lot of activity. We're not seeing a lot of volume. Still holding that level of support as of now. And XRP doing roughly the same thing. So holding that level of resistance. Not too much to talk about with regards to that. Just the fact that, you know, the Bitcoin dominance is slipping a little bit. And I saw this publication from Digital Journal, guys. They're talking about electronic payments and how the market is expanding immensely. Electronic payment market with highly lucrative segment to expand significantly. So the interesting thing about this here, let me read you guys a little bit about this. Electronic payment is a payment solution which is made through digital modes with no hard cash. So just giving us kind of a definition of what that is. In digital payments, both payer and payee uses a digital mode to send and receive money. Digital payments include payment gateway solutions, payment processing solutions, so on and so forth. I think we know the 411 on that. But they're taking a look at the latest study and the market growth for electronic payments between the years 2022 and 2028. And a detailed study accumulated to offer the latest insights about the acute features of electronic payments market. There's a sample of the PDF report, so this is a paid thing. But if you scroll down here on this list and take a look at some of the major key players that they have isolated here. A lot of these guys are Ripple partners like Fiserv. We know Visa is Ripple enabled through Earthport. We've also got a MasterCard connection to Ripple as well. Novati is a Ripple partner in there. I believe Global Payments is also a Ripple partner. Worldline, definitely a Ripple partner. ACI Worldwide, a Ripple partner. WorldPay is a Ripple partner. And so those are the ones just off the top of my head. I'm not sure. I could be missing some in that list. So they're naming these particular companies as major players. And of course, these companies are Ripple enabled specifically. So this isn't even stating all those other DLT platforms that are going to, really kind of influence the future of payments. But with regards to Ripple enabled companies specifically, there are certainly a good chunk on that list. I don't know if you guys caught this. This from Bitfinex here on Twitter. So apparently, this is important, guys, if you use Binance specifically, because they are apparently delisting USDC. But, when reading this, I think that maybe the message kind of got a little bit lost in translation. If you guys use Binance as a secondary exchange, I know they support a lot of altcoins. So, in terms of variety, a lot of us like to use Binance if it's available in your country. The pairings, right? This is kind of why we use Binance and to be able to exit through a specific stable coin. Well, apparently they said that they are delisting USDC, or at least that was the impression we got. Delisting Binance to auto-convert USDC, USDP, TUSD, and BUSD to Binance USD in order to enhance liquidity and capital efficiency for users. Binance is going to be using this new auto-conversion mechanism. So there's some information on that here. And some people were getting a little worried. Enhanced liquidity, says Bitfinex in brackets here. U.S. federal prosecutors ask Binance to provide extensive internal records about its anti-money laundering checks, along with communications involving its CEO. The Justice Department money laundering section asked Binance to voluntarily hand over messages from Changpeng Zhao and 12 other executives and partners. So, they've been being scrutinized by the U.S. government. So some people are wondering, are they delisting USDC, I guess, in defiance? Is there something fishy going on here? Is there something wrong with USDC? I mean, we've heard about the controversy surrounding Tether, USDT, and so it'd be shocking to think that they would be delisting USDC. Well, apparently they are not. Wishful Cynic here on Twitter posted this on the USDC news. Found most headlines very much misleading. So here is his 5 cents. Removing most stablecoin pairs is a good thing. So this was part of this attempt to auto-convert some of the other stablecoins into one particular stablecoin. He goes on to say, removing most stablecoin pairs is a good thing. Liquidity doesn't have to be split between multiple stablecoins, making market makers' job easier and markets overall more liquid. So if there's only one stablecoin to move your profits to, this is better than transferring one's cryptocurrency profits throughout a multitude of stablecoins. At least that's how the theory goes. This is positive for USDC. And TUSD and others. You should still be able to deposit and withdraw USDC seamlessly from and to Binance. Before this change, though, you would need to convert it to BUSD or USDT and then use it to trade margined perps. Now you can skip the conversion step both ways for BUSD margin products. It's a better customer journey, all while keeping USDC useful. I'd even argue more useful. The one stablecoin that is clearly not part of this, guys, is USDT. So that's an interesting observation here. It seems as though USDT or Tether is on the outs, and I think that the world is looking to, or rather the crypto world, looking to perhaps only utilize a handful of quote-unquote regulated stablecoins for the future of finance, especially if they want to be allowed to operate in certain countries. So perception-wise, it won't help. Customers will keep wondering what makes Tether so special that they need to bother with the conversion, and in the long run, liquidity in non-USDT pairs will increase. Ultimately, until Tether improves their operational efficiency, i.e. minting and burning, is a T+1 process, unlike almost instant in case of USDC, BUSD, and TUSD, and mint redeem cost, it will continue losing ground. Former is very likely out of Tether's control. Silvergate and Signature are unlikely to serve Tether because USA regulators hate it, and these two banks are where 24/7 USD fiat flows the most. And so as for the latter, any market maker can mint/redeem BUSD versus USDC within seconds. We don't need Binance for this. Now, that little trick is available for everyone. FTX has been doing the same for ages, being ahead of the curve with that particular customer journey. So to sum it up, it's not USDC delisting. It's another big step towards Tether losing ground to US narrative stablecoins. So that is his impression here, and I feel like, because of this market-making liquidity narrative, it would make sense only to have maybe one or two stablecoins very, very liquid, as opposed to having like a whole bunch of USD, US dollar-pegged stablecoins kind of, spreading the liquidity amongst them all. Anyway, I hope that sums it up. And Ripple's Navin Gupta just posted this recently. Time for other banks to follow DBS Bank. Led Singapore's biggest bank, DBS backs crypto despite the market slump. So we know DBS is a Ripple partner. And just to add the icing on the cake, Navin Gupta was the one who actually posted this. If you guys don't know, Navin Gupta is a Ripple CEO in the MENA region. So here's what DBS Bank, though, is saying. Singapore's biggest bank plans to grow its cryptocurrency and digital assets business despite the crypto bear market, saying it wants to expand its digital exchange and offer services to more of its 300,000 wealthy clients in Asia. So look at who wants to get in, okay? People with money, DBS Bank looking to open the gateways for their wealthy clients specifically. That to me on the surface just bodes well for, the crypto market, where we're going to see this number go in the future, the market cap not going to be sitting at $1 trillion for long. So Piyush Gupta, chief executive of DBS since 2009, he said the crypto market downturn proved that established and regulated financial institutions, rather than just startups, would be offering products such as digital asset trading for retail investors. The bank's brokerage arm last year received a cryptocurrency license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, allowing its institutional and wealthy clients access to its DBS digital exchange by invitation. So Gupta said that the bank has less than 1,000 members on the exchange, but would be soon offering service to up to 300,000 of its wealthy clients across Asia, including private banks, accredited investors, other exchanges, and funds through its DBS mobile banking app. So guys, this is going to be huge for Asia. Accredited investors being onboarded through DBS Bank specifically, a Ripple client, and I don't know if Navin Gupta would be tweeting this out unless it was very big news. Adrian Ho down here even saying, agree, crypto trading will pick up again, and those like DBS who stay the course will benefit. In fact, trading volume has grown 3x between June and April. Guys, we're going to see the money flowing back into the crypto space. It's only a matter of time, the ebbs and flows. If this is your first bear market, boy, what a time to be alive. And if you're still following my channel and other channels in the midst of this bear market, as Bitcoin has been pummeled, 75% as XRP has been pummeled, well, not just from the SEC lawsuit, but even just market-wise, it's down about 83% as of the time of this recording. It is a great time to be alive because we can see big money is looking to get in, and banks, not just banks, a Ripple-enabled bank is looking to start onboarding their institutional clients with respect to cryptocurrency. So great news there. I also saw this, guys. Now we know Algorand did recently partner with the FIFA World Cup. So their NFT plans are just starting to ramp up with the 2022 World Cup just months away. FIFA's soccer global governing body has announced it will launch an NFT platform for soccer-themed digital collectibles. And guys, it is all going to be put on the Algorand blockchain. The platform FIFA Plus Collect is set to launch later this month and will feature affordable, inclusive, and accessible NFTs that depict notable soccer moments, art, and imagery according to FIFA. As the World Cup, set to take place in Qatar in late November, unfolds, moments from the marquee global soccer tournament may also be converted into digital collectibles. And so a couple of months ago, we did hear about the Algorand news. They will be minted on the Algorand blockchain. The FIFA World Cup, a big soccer event, probably one of the biggest global sporting events there is. So anyway, more news there with regards to an Algorand use case. And along the lines of Algorand as well, Adger Hansen here looking for a VC. It's all about the Algorand ecosystem, which is unique, and more brilliant entrepreneurs discover this. Any Algo fam entrepreneur out there want to get their project a big boost and support according to our business model, just contact me. And so here's just another update here. The best content or app in the world cannot boost revenue if nobody sees it. So giving the structure here and incentivizing people to partner with algoventures.algo. Algo Ventures, their capital model here emphasizes that new businesses need strong commercial guidance and determination combined with new logic, insight, and boldness, and not just cash. Algo Ventures can provide all elements, including know-how, research, and ideas, as well as an all-important audience capital. So they're looking for new partners. Venture capital guys and gals that perhaps never thought to be using the blockchain for this particular purpose. Anyway, more Algorand news there. Wanted to reiterate the timeline, guys, for the Ripple SEC case. So just to recap, just to reiterate, because we gotten some more updates here from XRP community lawyers, Riz XRP posted this. So this was the first Filan law. James K. Filan predicted this back in July, okay? Saying that we will likely get a final verdict by March 2023. Here's the timeline. Statements of undisputed facts must be filed by September 13th, which is just a few days away, about a week away now. Some were suggesting that maybe we would see a settlement by September 13th, mid-September. Jeremy Hogan was insinuating that that could happen. But oppositions to the motions for summary judgment and responses to Rule 56.1 statements must be filed by October 18th, 2022. Replies to those must be filed by mid-November of 2022. Briefing will be completed at that point in time, and we will then be waiting for District Judge Torres's final decision. And so when are we going to hear that final decision? July into mid-May will be a very busy time while we continue to make progress in some areas. Others are taking longer than expected. That said, I am sticking to my prediction that District Judge Torres will decide both the expert motions at the summary judgment motion and at the same time on or before March 31st, 2023. That was the initial projection here. Jeremy Hogan also bringing something up with regards to the Ripple SEC case, something that we should probably be paying attention to with regards to Howey, okay? Retweeting out Adingo ate my XRP's summary here. Great analysis by Adingo ate my XRP. One thing I'm interested to see soon in the summary judgment briefings is to what extent Ripple makes the comparison between XRP and Ethereum. And if you guys didn't read this, it's a short tweet thread, but I think a very important one. Early in the Ripple SEC case, NetBurn decided internal memos were relevant. Memos about how the SEC should treat Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and what factors drove their thinking. Why? Scienter, in part. If the SEC didn't know XRP was a security, neither could Brad and Chris. I mean, that all makes sense. But things go deeper than the individual defendants here. I believe NetBurn expected the SEC to argue that Ethereum and XRP differed in fundamental ways. That's why the docs would be especially relevant. So, I mean, that's logical. If Ethereum got a free pass, then obviously ETH and XRP should be fundamentally different. Since, of course, they stated ETH was not a security. But the Hinman affidavit turned the story on its head. Just imagine a judge asking for docs that help the SEC explain why they treated Ethereum differently, only to get the response, we didn't. The argument she assumed would be a key theory in the case gone. NetBurn knew the assets would have to be compared. In the absence of clear regulation, she believed the Hinman speech would be their guiding light, and then they just pretended it did not happen. I think it speaks to both the arrogance of the SEC and their severe short-sightedness in this case. The judge handed them the opportunity to use prior decision-making to beef up their flimsy argument, but instead they just replied, "No thanks." Very good synopsis, very good summary here of, I think, how we're going to see the verdict go. Bill at Belisarius down here mentioning, what do you think, Jeremy, about the common enterprise prong of Howey? So getting into Howey here, because this is also part of the case, my concern has been the SEC would get away with not having to show it in the Library and Ripple cases, and Library and Ripple would concede it too easily and focus only on third and fourth prongs of the test. And then Jeremy Hogan responds, to me, the case law on common enterprise has diluted the prong so much as to make it a weak place for defendants to hang their hats. I'd be surprised if Ripple uses too many precious pages on arguing it. There is so much to argue in the case and very few pages to argue. Now, with regards to Howey and the prongs of Howey, apparently, this guy here, Lee Schneider, who, by the way, is general counsel at Ava Labs. So he is also part of the business law program at the Washington College of Law. He serves as general counsel for Ava Labs, a leading blockchain software company. Mr. Schneider is responsible for all aspects of the legal function as well as the company's government affairs initiative. And here's what he said on a panel, guys, discussing Howey and perhaps broadening the terms. This courtesy of Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unbox. You got some great clips, friend. Thank you so much for posting this. Listen to Lee Schneider on the SEC and Howey.
One other thing that we did in our memo that I think was helpful for, and I should say, I'm not the only one up here who helped write that memo. Neha was instrumental in it as well. But when we were talking about writing the memo, one of the things that we wanted to do, because the Howey test is not especially concrete, is we wanted to come up with a group of what we called rights that we thought would make a token not a security, and a group of what we called investment interests that we thought would make a token a security. And so we do our analysis under the Howey test. We also do the analysis under this test that we came up with ourselves. And I should also note that we've had conversations with the SEC. We've given them our memo on this topic, and they broadly agree with the framework that we've laid out.
Lip service is cheap, though. I mean, the SEC, he said, they broadly agreed with the framework that they laid out, but have we seen any changes? Have we seen the SEC jump up and say, yeah, actually, maybe we should implement this as the new standard for cryptocurrencies? No, we have not. We're still waiting for it. It might come eventually. Nevertheless, good to see here that, somebody else involved in the crypto community, this particular lawyer, part of his general counsel, again, at Ava Labs, stating here that they did indeed approach the SEC, did talk about this. We're still waiting for the groundwork to be laid. We're still waiting for a Ripple SEC verdict. And if you guys want to see the full clip, it is listed down here as well. It's a clip from YouTube. Gotta thank Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed for a lot of these great clips here. So when are we going to see a final verdict? Well, Yo Soy Crute here on Twitter posted this on Jeremy's thread. Hi, Jeremy. About a year ago, you stated that around September 13th would be the most likely settlement date. Do you still believe it could happen? And of course, thank you for everything you do. Jeremy Hogan responding here, most likely settlement time frame is from now, which is, we're getting towards mid-September. It's still early September, I would say. From now until the end of November, because the cards will be on the table. So based on this analysis, the judge has, I think, got a very clear path on where she should be going with regards to this argument. Don't know if, maybe part of the judgment is going to be based on a bit of a recalculation of the Howey test, or if she's simply just going to look at the facts and say, you dimwits, I gave you a chance to explain yourself, but you refused. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.